Radio. You're listening to the Alan Alvarez Experience on AM 1130 and OC 882 KPHI.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and thank you very much to Attorney Rode Yabes Alvarez and Mr. Kevin Rabel, who came in here and entertained you guys this afternoon. So, mabuhay po kayo. Yung mga nanonood, ang alam ko, yeah, there's 5 of you out there at least. Oh, now down to 3. At least meron, mga kababayan. So, if you want to see us and you want to hear us and you want to learn more about us, please log on to www.pinoypowermedia.com and learn about KPHI Pinoy Power Radio, what's happening with us and what we've done, and learn about the DJs, the shows, many things about KPHI Pinoy Power Radio, PinoyPowerMedia.com, ladies and gentlemen. So, bago tayo tumuloy sa ating programa, gusto ko lang pag-usapan ang advertising. Okay, advertising. We're in radio, so our lifeblood is all about advertising. It's all about getting your message out to listeners, to people, so that they can buy your product or service. Okay, so you ask why? Why should we advertise? Okay, why should we advertise? Siguro marami kayo nag-iisip dyan. Mahal yan eh. Mahal yan, hindi ko na nga kaya. Nahihirapan na nga ako eh. Ba't pa ako mag-advertise? Okay, you need to advertise. If you have a business or a service, you need to advertise. Advertising is essential to a business's success, to a company's success. But you got to advertise the right way. You got to advertise within your budget. So, why do you say radio? Bakit radyo, Alan? Ang tinatanong ko. Why radio? Okay, and here's some reasons why. Okay, radio sells everywhere. Okay, radio sells everywhere. Radio is the only true mobile medium. It's in the car. Right now, siguro marami kayo nasa kotse, nakikinig. It's at work, nasa trabaho kayo, siguro nakikinig kayo. At play, siguro nakikinig kayo sa radyo. Radio is there. The companion and the advertising force your customers take with them wherever they go. Okay? Why else? Radio is the most cost-effective medium. Newspaper rates are up, even though circulation is down. TV ad rates are up. Radio advertising costs grew less than any other major form of advertising. Okay, radio is the cost-effective medium. Radio sells with immediacy. Immediacy, kaagad ang sinasabi nila. Radio sells with immediacy. Research proves that radio regularly reaches consumers within 2 hours of their largest purchase of the day. Can there be a better time to reach customers than on their car radio while they are driving to do today's shopping? Okay, that's the only way you can reach them now. And, reach is nice, but frequency sells. Newspaper and TV are reach media. They reach varying numbers of people. Psychologists tell us that consumers need to be exposed to a message at least 3 times before it begins to penetrate. Most local businesses cannot afford the necessary 3 times plus frequency that effective advertising demands. Only on radio, ladies and gentlemen. Radio is the reach and frequency medium you can afford. And you're always on the front page with radio. With radio advertising, you are front and center in the listener's attention span when your ad is on the air. You're never buried on page 12, page 19. And you're never surrounded by your competitors' ads. With radio, you are always on the front page. Okay, mga kababayan, and you know what? We have advertising. We have advertising on extraterrestrial radio, which is what you're hearing on FM or AM. We also have advertising online. So if your budget is limited, try our online advertising. We have targeted ads at streaming players that people have to open up and they have to see it to hear us. And we can start with $25 a month for one of the small banners on the player stream. So remember this number, mga kababayan. Isulat nyo to, 392-8230. 392-8230. Let's talk about advertising, mga kababayan. Mag-usap tayo. Let's see how we can help you and how you can use KPHI Pinoy Power Radio to drive business to your door, to help spread your message, to get everybody to use your product or service. 392-8230. Maybe you don't need it, but maybe you know somebody who does. Maybe you know somebody who can be helped, whose business may be affected by today's economy. And don't let today's economy get you down, because this is the time to advertise. When things are down is when you should advertise. In fact, advertising, you should have a regular budget for advertising, because advertising has to be there, especially if you're a business owner, especially if you're a professional and you have your own office, especially if you're an MLM networking company. Advertising is key. People have to hear your message. People need to know what your product and service is all about. Let's just take, for example, Mr. Zach Latimer with the photovoltaic system from Vivint Solar. He now has a show every Wednesday afternoon, 4 to 5 here on KPHI Pinoy Power Radio, because he knew and he saw and he had an idea that if you go to Filipino radio, you can get the most bang for your buck and get the most results from your advertising dollars. So, again, mga kababayan, baka hindi kayo ang nangangailangan. Maybe somebody else. You may know somebody else. So just keep my number in mind. 392-8230. 392-8230. Let's talk about advertising. Okay, this is Alan Alvarez. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up this week's episode and get ready for Mr. Courtney Brown, who's going to be coming in here a little bit later. So you're listening to the Alan Alvarez Experience. We'll be right back after these messages.
Tumdungig kayo ti Pinoy Power Programa, dito'y 96.7 FM, AM 1130, OC 882, and PinoyPowerMedia.com.
Are you transferring money anywhere? Are you paying too much for money transfer?
Welcome to the exclusive Joy Life Visa card. We are proud to provide an affordable and a convenient way